Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time here, my name is Beck. Thank you so much for joining me. You'll have to excuse the mess behind me because, as you probably will have seen through the week, we are having the shower done, and until we get some other parts, the rest of it's in my bedroom. So apologies for that. Also, the lighting is not great. It is a really, the sky looks quite snowy at the moment. Not that that means we're going to get snow, it's just grey and miserable and wintry. So I've got my lights on in my bedroom, which I don't know whether you can, is it making any, I don't know. The lighting's not amazing, but there we are. We've got to cope with what we've got. So weigh-in wise this week, obviously we are still in Wales in lockdown until tomorrow officially. So groups are still closed. We have had it on good authority that they are opening next week. Apparently it was a bit touch and go with my group because the community centre, the community centre that it's being held in, I don't think they were completely happy for us to reopen, but we are reopening on Saturday, so I've got an extra day. I don't know whether that's a good thing, an extra day to lose a couple of extra pounds, or, well, not a day because I'm not going to lose a couple of extra pounds in a day, am I? So there was a bit of confusion because when I was looking through my book the other day, I noticed that a couple of weeks ago I said I'd lost £2.5 and I hadn't. I'm going to put my glasses on just so I know what I'm talking about. So it was 3 weigh-ins ago and I'd weighed at 17.3.5 and said on my book that I'd lost £2.5 from the week before, but it was just 2, and then I was really confused and I was trying to work out my last week's and then this week's weight. So my actual weight was right, but what I'd lost wasn't. So I'd said that I'd lost 2.5 and then 2, but it was 2 and 2. So just wanted to clear that up before I start. So this week, I feel like I've had a good week. Didn't feel like it'd been as good as the week before with all the speed that I'd had, but still felt like I was going to have a really, really good loss. I didn't. I had a loss, but it was only a £0.5 loss. So I was quite disappointed because obviously I needed £1.5 pounds to my 3.5 stone, and I just got £0.5. And I think if you've seen Friday's video, I didn't do great then. I went over my sins, and I think that might have been a little bit because I was disappointed and I was just a bit like, I need more food. So I had more food, lots of it, all the bad stuff. So this week's weight, so you can see what I'm talking about there. 3 weeks ago I got the amount I'd lost wrong, but the weight was correct. I had to check what I'd sent off to my consultant, and yeah, that's the actual correct amount. Not that you need to know that, but there we are. That's my £0.5 stone. No, not £0.5 stone. I wish I lost £0.5 stone in a week. £0.5 loss for this week. So my weight at the moment is 17 stone 1. I need £1 to get my 3.5 stone, which hopefully I will get next week. Like I say, I've got that extra day to play with, but I keep trying to fill up my plate with speed, and I'm really not feeling, and I know this is probably just me, I'm really not feeling all the salad and veg and things like that. So I'm trying to have fruit and things now because, well, I've done it today for my dinner. I had a pizza, and then because I didn't want tomatoes or pickles and things like that, I thought, oh, what can I do? So I just put some easy peelers at the side, which obviously I did eat. And I know that's not what we're supposed to do, but I don't know. I must be going through a phase where I'm just not feeling it with, I don't know, the speedy veg at the moment. Maybe. I don't know. Has anybody else gone through phases like that? I'm also to the point where I have been questioning again whether I want to stay at group or whether I want to do it online. So I would really appreciate your advice, or if you've experienced the group side of it, if you now do online, which I know for definite that Julie does online. But how are you finding it? Because at the moment I'm feeling like I can do it myself, and everything that we were talking about in the Zoom meeting yesterday, because it was virtual as well, Jeff could hear, and then afterwards he said to me, do you know what, everything that she's saying you're doing anyway. So I kind of questioned, actually, do I need to be paying first of all the money in staying with Slimming World, but then I realised that no, I do need that because I use the app a lot, and I use the food search within the app a lot as well. So I definitely want to keep it, but do I want to go to group or do I want to do it virtually? I don't know. But if you have experienced that, let me know in the comments below how you find it, because I really feel like, even though I had that blip on Friday, which everybody gave lovely comments, and I always say it, and I always draw the line now, because I don't think any of us can be 100% on it 100% of the time, because it's just not reality. I mean, the reasons that we are here are because we have issues with eating and food and things like that anyway. So, of course, it's going to affect us probably more than most. But learning, and that's what we're doing, we're teaching ourselves new eating habits, but there's always going to be that time where we're just going to need to have, not even a blowout, because it wasn't a blowout, I just went over my sins, and probably not by that many, but I did, and the line, like I say, the line was drawn and I'm back on it now. But I think as well, we have these amazing weeks, and then we go through phases where we have not such great weeks, and that's just the way of it, isn't it? And I think we've got to allow ourselves little treats, because otherwise we're going to be craving them more. Anyway, that's not what I meant to talk about. I just wanted to ask you about the virtual thing. So if you have had experience, let me know in the comments below if you've done it virtually, or you've gone back to group, or how you found it like that. Because I don't know, I just feel like what I was listening to the other day, I don't even know if there's a price different virtually. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a good week, but please don't worry if you're not, because nobody needs any unwanted or unneeded pressure at the moment with everything that is going on. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.